he saw that this helper who stayed in the estate, she was selling her nudes to like the construction workers.
My friend's helper gave birth in her house.
Oh my god!
It's freaking wild, right?
Oh my goodness!
I was like, she said, yeah, very normal. Then she said a lot of them like they get pregnant because they have sex with these foreign workers. And some of them, the foreign workers also pay them. Do you know that they it's like
God,
they get paid like $50 or something like that. I'm not sure, but they get paid. Yeah. And I was like, what?
Then I feel like the problem is, it sounds like the problem is we are not paying our helpers enough.
Hey, there's another, cannot say like that because
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Just Saying. Hey.
Oh my god!
Wrong show.
Out you go!
Welcome to another episode of Just Parenthings. Today we are still on the topic of helpers, domestic. Still on the topic of domestic helpers. We also like to say that we are also a podcast on Spotify. So if you like to listen to us on the go to Spotify and search Just Parenthings.
I have a freaking wild story. I think it's the wildest domestic helper story I've ever heard. It's not my helper.
Okay.
But recently, I think in the last 1 or 2 years only, my friend's helper gave birth in her house.
Oh my god!
It's freaking wild, right?
Oh my goodness!
And didn't know she pregnant.
So,
How do you know?
so this helper like was new. Like less than 6 months with her.
So she came already pregnant.
Yeah. So somehow, the agency or the doctor, because they're supposed to do the medical
test.
evaluation when they come. Somehow, it like
didn't
one of
detect.
them failed her lah. Yeah. So she came pregnant and. She showed the CCTV, like you really cannot tell she's pregnant. She was always in baggy clothes and all.
But
And
did
then,
she know? Did this helper know?
I think she probably would have known
The
lah
period
because,
never come for 9 months. Hello, my dear.
Yeah. Then after that, and the baby was premature. So then she one day just complained of stomach pain. And then she gave birth. My friend had to clean up
wait.
the blood in her house.
So she said she got stomach pain, and then your friend was at home, and then she gave birth right there.
And
I think she went into.
or what?
I think like didn't think. Oh, called ambulance. So the ambulance was on the way. But then
Then when she was in pain and she said she got stomach pain, did she like tell your friend that I'm actually pregnant and I'm giving birth?
never.
So she was just controlling the pain from home?
Yeah.
Oh my god, she gave birth right there and then in front of you.
Yes,
Nice.
Oh my god.
in the living room, all blood. So paramedics came and like delivered the baby.
But how to hide that she's...
The baby
It's
premature.
possible.
The baby premature.
Okay.
It's
So she's not
premature
that big,
and
probably.
some don't really show.
Yeah,
And if
some
she's
is
big
like-
size to begin with, you can wear a big t-shirt, hard to tell. And if she's only here for 6 months, how I know how fat she was before or how skinny she was?
Correct. Oh my god.
Yeah, and then she had to pay like for the baby's medical and then the helper's
she
medical.
is in the
friend.
your
The
friend.
employer, yeah.
But is that under her responsibility?
No, but somebody had to pay first, ma.
Yeah.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, all these like bills that loomed over her head, and then I don't know. Eventually, did she manage to claim from either MOM or the
insurance.
agency
Yeah.
or insurance lah?
But send her home, definitely.
Of course, send her home.
My parents we had this helper, Indonesian, no off day. So she's Muslim, right? So they let her go off on Hari Raya, Puasa, and Haji. She met the guy on the first one. She had sex with him on the second one. Pregnant.
Then
And
how?
Had to send her back, lor. And my dad, this was, I cannot forget this incident because my dad was so harsh about it. Her boyfriend was like calling the house saying, I really love her. Can you at least let me speak to her before you send her home? My dad was so furious, refused to, and then the agency of course told us, oh, you cannot let them contact, he will tell her to run away. Cause he's here ma, right? He's like a foreign worker here lah, will tell her run away. So basically they just pack her things, send her back to the agency and ship her back. Like flew her back. My mom was still like soft-hearted enough to like give her an ang pao. Because very poor thing what? She worked for us all these months. She never get any salary because her loan was not paid off. Yeah.
So she told you guys that she's pregnant or
No.
medical checkup?
medical checkup. It's damn shag. So after that, right,
So she also didn't know.
she blur one. So after that, my parents zero off day. This was many years back, zero off day, because they will not let the helper off at all, so that they cannot meet any guys. And then after that, our neighbors told us that, like, the guy climbed over. We stayed in a landed house at the time. The gate, the side was low. He climbed over to go behind to find my helper.
Oh no.
Apparently that happened to my helper when I was a kid also. The helper brought back a foreign worker to the house when my parents weren't home, and I was very young.
Yeah.
And I told my mom, I scared.
You saw?
Yeah, I told my mom, then my mom was like, what happened?
But apparently it's very common. Just last 2 weeks.
Cannot lie.
My friend's
You got young
helper
kids,
told
you
me.
cannot bring guys in.
It's common. Apparently, my last 2 weeks, my friend's helper told me that. Because I asked her, do you have any stories? She said, yeah, actually, during off day, a lot of them, they go out with the foreign workers and like they go around like certain areas, like maybe Funan, behind the Capitol Theatre.
City Plaza.
Because I go to church, so I asked her, after I came to church, I said, is it very normal? A lot of them sit outside. She said, yeah, very normal. Then she said, a lot of them like, they get pregnant because they have sex with these foreign workers. And some of them, the foreign workers also pay them. Do you know that they get paid like $50 or something like that? I'm not sure, but they get paid. Yeah. And I was like, what? It's like, yeah, they get paid. And when I asked her, I was like, how you know? She said, because she knows of certain people doing this. Like, they got a committee.
Provide the service.
Yeah.
Right? So I think two helpers set up like a tent there and basically ran their own prostitution business.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for $60.
$60.
I think it was lesser. I think like 20 plus $30. So then on their off day, they go there, then they just become prostitutes.
Yeah.
You see, that's the tricky thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like while it sounds easy to handle a helper, or rather it sounds like, okay, like, you're at work and then you have executives under you, but it's so different because they're in your personal lives.
Yeah,
and
correct.
this person also have like human needs. And having sex is a need lah. Like everybody needs to agree to that. lah.
No. You can be asexual.
Okay.
Okay, on that rare occasion. Yeah. And how, like, so is there a right way to do it? You get me?
You can only control so much.
Yeah. So okay, that's why my prerequisite is I want them to be married.
But some of them are married.
Yes, but
doing this
yes,
also.
correct. But there are the married ones who also. But at least there is a
it doesn't
slimmer
work. It
chance
doesn't work.
that
They
they
can
will be
still have
a little
boyfriends.
bit
It doesn't
more
matter.
fit.
It boils down to their character.
Yeah,
also.
it's their
If they
character.
know it's wrong, it's
Yeah.
wrong.
Their moral compass.
Yeah, their moral compass.
I need to share this story. I cannot. I need to say. So last time, right, very long ago, before like phones and everyone had phones, we stayed in a very ulu part of Singapore, like Seletar. Okay, so every time people take photos, they need to go and develop the photos. So there was this mini mart at a condo nearby. So one day, there was this like huge news because the guy who owns the mini mart, he's the one developing the pictures somewhere else, and then he saw that this helper who stayed in the estate, she was selling her nudes and must print, to like the construction workers at this nearby like building. So she like take photo, go and print. Last time got no IG, you cannot like WhatsApp,
OnlyFans, guys.
Oh my gosh, you're clever leh. Then don't need to have sex. Then she just developed, then $20 one picture. Then these guys are like,
Oh my God. $20 a bit cheap lah.
Maybe she founded OnlyFans.
as opposed
20 per month.
as opposed,
For photo is very
as opposed to having
photo only,
sex.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
She doesn't have to physically do it.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Of course, this girl cannot.
Then I feel like the
lah.
problem is, it sounds like the problem is we are not paying our helpers enough.
Hey, there's another, cannot say like that because it's really about the character. Like I talked to my helper also, I say, do you want to find boyfriend? She said, ugh.
Yes, same. My husband
Then I always make a joke with her like, brother, It's not a bad thing, it's just,
No, I'm not.
she
Okay,
knows.
I'm saying it's because it sounds like you know how a lot of people relate crime back to poverty. Like people do crime because they're in poverty. Then it sounds like in my head like why? Okay, maybe it was their dream, or they they
What, to
like,
sell nude photos?
Okay, put it this way, Ladu.
or rather
Right
they're
now,
sexual.
you also can do OnlyFans and earn a lot of money, but why don't you?
Yeah, like
It's just that-
yeah, that's why I say maybe it's a thing in them that okay, you know, like they are very sexual people, so they don't mind doing this.
Then they should not have come and work as domestic
Yeah,
helpers.
that's true also.
They should have done OnlyFans in their country or come here on a work visa and do those things lah, right? Not like be in people's house. Like if I'm the employer and your nudes that you send to these people, it's my property, I'll be like so pissed off.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's scary if you have children.
Yeah.
Your children is hanging out with this kind of people. Like, what if they take photos of your children?
If I ever have a helper, and then I think I would tell her, say like, you know, if you want to have a boyfriend, can, but here are the conditions. If you get pregnant, I am not gonna pay. You are definitely gonna go back. If you bring him home in front of the kids or anything, then I'm gonna send you back lah. So basically, whatever that you do,
You're gonna get sent back.
yeah, you're gonna get sent back. But you can have a boyfriend. Is it? No, you can have a boyfriend.
Isn't that gaslighting?
No, it's like I feel like
just outside. Don't
yeah,
bring it
just
home.
outside.
Yeah.
Like, know your boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I let you.
off day, you go find boyfriend, your problem, like I cannot control your off day, right? But if let's say it affects work, like half the time you are video
On
calling your
phone,
boyfriend,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
I'm
then
gonna
cannot
fire
lah,
you.
yeah.
Then if
But-
you get pregnant, I'm gonna fire you. I get it where people don't want to help us to have boyfriends because if you put us in like their shoes, right? For example, I feel like having a relationship will make you do things that you normally wouldn't do. Yeah, because then now there's a partner in your life that you have to take care of also.
Especially if they're young and then very like hormonally, emotionally charged. Then quarrel with boyfriend, then cannot
Affected, right?
Yeah.
Then they will affect their responsibility at work as well.
Yeah. So and like with the nature of the job, having to work like 29 days a month and having a partner, it will affect work because then they will try to find time to continue meeting this partner or like have to talk to the partner and then I get it lah. Then it affects work or anything unless they can keep to the rules that okay, you meet your boyfriend once a month, which also don't make sense, what?
But some girls, you know, they away from their family, they want to feel loved somehow. So you also cannot stop.
My very first helper, the good morning ma'am, good night ma'am, she when she worked for me, it was her first time ever being away from her family, and she was married. She was married. So when she came to work, right? So every month when I give her her pay, she will send the lump sum of money back to her husband because her husband said that he's going to build a house and everything lah. So after 2 years, when she went back, I was crying and everything. She was like, "Oh man, thank you for everything. Now I go back, I have a home and all that." Wow, turns out she went back home, the money was all gambled away.
Oh my goodness.
So
My
she
husband's
worked for
the guy did the
2
same.
years with zero, nothing.
That is
I cried so badly for her.
That
man.
is the
and since
shit
then, ever since that incident, so all the helpers that I got after that, all I make sure I ask them, "Are you sure you want to send back?" Then I'll tell them the story, you know. And some of them got so scared of my story, they don't even send their money. So I'll open a bank account for them, and then all of their pay is in the bank account. And then when they go back, that's when I transfer the money to them. But so pitiful, right? I mean, like, you work for 2 years, you know.
Or worse, like don't say gamble, like they spend it on like their girlfriends.
Oh my gosh.
That's the worst.
Wow, I got
my helper, right? She
goosebumps.
basically she bought a house. Okay, so I'm very happy for her. And then she of course couldn't afford the down payment, so she asked me for like advance, like few months for her to pay down the house. So which I gave lah. And then she always updates me on like, the house is being built.
so
Now we have the room. Now
nice.
we have the door. And I just feel like, wow, I'm like really helping her to achieve this dream of hers because she didn't have a house of her own. So yeah,
I think
at
it's
least got
very nice.
updates.
Yeah, exactly. So
Not that the money.
That's happening with my helper right now. So she actually, she already bought a land, and then she actually built her own house.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
house
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
like my house. Everything inside exactly like my house. She's like, I want to do my house just like your house. Man. So now she managed to already buy a motorbike, and then now she's with the pay that I'm paying her now, she's gonna buy a car. So
How much are you paying her?
so when she goes back, it's so
That's
cheap
very
there.
cheap.
It's so cheap there.
Yeah.
It's so
My helper
cheap.
also, when she go back, she like buy extra land.
Plot of land there.
You know how much
more
is the house or not? Like
space.
3K.
No
It's so
lah, I think
cheap.
20k.
No babe, they live in kampong one. It's 3K plus 4K like that.
Okay, my helper not so cheap lah. The renovation and everything because she's staying like quite central.
Yeah, I mean, got bike, got
Now she's buying a car.
got landed. You are District 9.
My other helper tell me, oh ma'am, I cannot buy house. I stay in the city. I stay nearer Manila. It's very expensive. That's how much she tell me, like, you 6K plus. So they can afford. If they work long enough, they save. The money is not squandered away. They definitely can.
And it's really nice to see the updates of their renovation of their house, and then she'll get so excited. Ma'am, you see, I bought this. So it's like,
When I was younger, my brother was like 6, I was 8. Around that time, I think I just started like, my brother was 5, I was 7. I was starting primary. My mom would go out, and during the day, she would just yell at my brother and like hit my brother's head on the wall. My helper, So at the time, I was very young, but I'm the kind like who will get angry. So I have a temper. All along, I have a temper. And it would happen a few times, and I'll say stop. So me and my brother are very close because we used to go do this together. And she will always scold me stupid, all these things, bongkok, all these things. I don't know what she called me lah. Then after that, she'll say I'm stupid. Then I do homework, she like smack my head, like that. Then it happened so often to the point where, and after she beat us, right, she'll tell us, you tell your mother, right, I'll beat you again tomorrow. So me and my brother kept it quiet for so long.
oh my gosh.
Until one day she smacked my brother's head to the wall until it bled, it started bleeding. And that's when I got like, it triggered me, it triggered me, and I was just like, stop it! And I was screaming at her and stuff like that. And I don't know if I should say that on the camera, but if it's too much, you can cut it out, okay? But this was when I was like 7. And that time I was attending like self-defense classes, okay? Like my mom sent me for like beginners taekwondo. So I went for beginners taekwondo. So during that time, I was so angry because my brother was bleeding, he was screaming, he was crying, and she would pull his ears to the point they would get so red. So at that time I already pulled the ears, smacked him, and then he was bleeding. So I was so angry, and I just went to my kitchen and I took a chicken chopper knife and I threatened her. I said, my brother's name is Clement. So I said, Clement, come here now. So Clement, my brother was standing behind me. I took the knife. I said, you come near him again, I will kill you. And then she got so scared. She called my mother. My mother straight came back. And then until my mother reached home, I was holding it.
Oh my gosh, that's so big.
That must be so traumatic for you.
I was so angry,
7 years old holding a knife.
I took it. I said, you don't come here. And it was to the point where she was like, put it down. I said, no. And I was fighting her until my mother rushed home.
So brave of you.
And my mother came through the door. She was like, what is going on? And then my mother said, why are you holding a knife? I said, no. She has been abusing Clement. No. And then my mom asked, is it true? She said, no.
But your brother said he's bleeding.
Yeah, so that time she didn't have time to clear. She didn't have time to clear the blood. Usually, as long as she beat my brother, don't really bite. It's just a bruise. She'll say, oh, my brother fall down or something like that. Then she always like say my brother like fall down clumsy. So my mom always thought that my brother is clumsy.
So this time around, your mom saw the blood.
Yeah, then I told her everything. Then my mom, of course, my mother believed me because obviously she was standing there like don't know doing what. And I was holding a knife, like as a parent, like if your daughter's holding a knife, you already know it's kind of serious. And it's to the point my mom had to kind of take the knife. I said, no, don't take it away from me. I will kill her. I'll kill her if she come near me again. That kind of thing. It was so bad. And then like at first my mom was very concerned about me because she thought like I got issues. But I said no, it's been happening so much. And I said I cannot say anything because the next day she would do it to us again. So immediately after that my mom sent her back. But she took my shoes. She took my Crocs. Yeah, she took my Crocs. Of everything.
Mom, I hear already. I want to cry.
Yeah, I was so angry.
Sorry.
Oh my God, share please.
So okay, but nothing happened. But my friend's helper recently they sent their helper back because they found out that the helper has been collecting their hair. So every day, right, she realized this helper, because she has cameras at home, because she has kids, ma. So this helper, every day she would sweep the floor and then she will go to the room, turn the camera away, and then don't know do what, then turn back. So I assume pick out the hair lah, and then keep. So actually,
but no one saw her keeping the hair lah.
No. So previously they were staying with their parents. So then the mother found like a clump of hair stuck behind like the sink cabinet or something. It was like stuck behind one. It's like a very odd place for hair to
maybe she
gather
felt
there.
lazy, then she just I want to like shove it there.
No, so then after that they never pursued it. They asked her why is this, or I don't think they asked her. Okay, so never mind. Then so she sleeps on a mattress. After they moved, she sleeps on a mattress. And then the mattress is towards the curtain, towards the window. So one fine day, they had to redo the curtain. So they took down the curtains, and under her mattress, they found a ball of hair. Like, it's definitely not the helper's hair, but it's my friend's hair. And then that was the day they immediately when called the agency, and then initially the agency was still, when they were talking about like all her problems, the agency was still like, okay. But then when they told
About the hair.
agency about the hair, the agency was like, okay, send her back immediately. Like, it's a big red flag already.
that is so scary.
But was there anything else beside the hair?
No.
But she's problematic, or she's got other problems, other issues?
I think yes, they were a bit unhappy with her.
I see.
But how was their lives? Because I mean, if you're doing black magic, something is happening in your life.
Maybe haven't do yet, I don't
She
know.
collecting to bring back and do.
Yeah. Okay, but
Then sending back even worse.
But she didn't bring back.
Oh, bring me the hair.
no, then my friend, this one I like, what are you doing, babe? So then I said, okay, then what happened to the hair? Did you all ask her, did you all throw it away? She's like, ask her to throw. I'm like, what? What do you mean ask her to throw?
Like, did I watch her throw?
Never. So I don't know whether
Oh
they got
my
the hair. So she went back lah.
I'm sorry.
She threw it in the dustbin, then the helper cleared the trash.
I'm sorry if your friend kena anything.
It's on you.
It's
No, okay,
her.
not on
She
them,
never
but
do her.
You had the chance to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so like, oh my gosh. Okay, so then actually the parent, like both side parents lah, didn't like this helper also. Then suddenly she's back in Singapore already.
Wait, who is she? What's her name?
I don't want to say, but then suddenly both side, the parents all on her side.
Kena already.
And the
Collected
parents,
their hair also.
and the parents unhappy with the current helper for like no reason. So I'm like, babe, I think something's going on here. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, scary.
It's real, guys.
It's
like
real.
when Malay people talk about black magic shit, it's real. Like, it's really real. Yeah.
But someone told me lah, maybe she did something so that no helper will work for her for long. Like always change, like no helper will want to work for her.
But okay, I know it sounds like we are bitching about a lot of helpers, but at the end of the day, what we're saying is this: a lot of the things that a helper does implicates you. Yeah, if you hire a helper, really a lot, like even a simple thing as finding a boyfriend, it implicates you as the employer. It implicates their work, and you don't want to deal with these type of things because you will be at the risk of, for example, their pregnancy. You will need to send them back, and a lot of other complications lah. So telling these stories is to really if there's a chance for you to watch out for this kind of things, like if your helper is doing these type of things, and if there's a chance for you to stop it right then and there, then just stop it.
And I think more importantly, also try to foster like good relationships with your
Yeah.
helper, so you know what's going on with them also.
I think that's the most important. Don't bully your helpers.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like money will have solved a lot of things.
Yeah.
And of course, be nice to them, so they'll be nice to you back.
Yes,
I really believe that.
I believe that too.
Communicate with them.
Yeah, and check their beds in case got hair.
And don't ask them to throw after that.
Yeah.
You do the throwing.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Did she pick the hair? Like,
Yeah, she
After she
picked the
sweep.
hair out after she sweep.
That's so disgusting.
So we've come to the end of this episode. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys have anything you'd like us to talk about, let us know in the comment section below. If not, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.